Alright, today I'm going to talk about Daniel chapter 7 of the King James Version of the Bible, and the question is the fourth beast a Terminator or a Transformer? Alright, so in Daniel's vision of the four beasts, I'm going to read it for you out loud so you can see what it says. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and, behold, the four winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea, and the four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. And behold another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh. After this I beheld, and lo another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings as a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. Now what's interesting about this, and why I highlighted some of it, was that Daniel had a point of reference for the first 3 beasts. So he was saying it was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. He called the second one like to a bear, and the third one like a leopard, and had 4 wings of a fowl. So he's seen animals, and he's seen animals that look like the first 3 beasts. But as you can see, when we get to the 4th beast, he says it was diverse. So when I read this, let's see, I'll read this to you. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. So when I read this, I was like, whoa, that sounds like a transformer. So what I did was I went back and I looked up a transformer to see if I remembered what they looked like from when I was little. And he is describing something like a robot, like a transformer, because it has horns right here, and these could be construed as horns, these little things right here. And it also seemed like he was trying to describe something that he'd never seen before, and he uses the term iron teeth. So that would be something that a transformer has. And then he said it break in pieces, which is also something a transformer does, so I thought that that was maybe something that he was trying to describe. And then he goes on to say, I considered the horns, and behold, there came among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. So again, it reminds me of a transformer, or maybe a robot, because it had eyes of a man and a mouth speaking great things. So here we go. It says, Then I would know the truth, the 4th beast, which was diverse from all the others. So again, he's saying it was different from the others, that it didn't look like an animal. It was exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and nails of brass, which devoured, brake into pieces, and stamped the residue with its feet. And it really struck me that he keeps saying were of iron, and he's calling the nails of brass. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them. So what he's saying here is that this 4th beast that he's trying to describe, but he doesn't have an animal to liken it to, he's saying that this 4th beast made war with the saints, which are Christians, and prevailed against them. So until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. So what he's saying here is that this 4th beast, whatever it is, I think it's a transformer, maybe a Terminator type character or a robot. He's saying that they basically fight the saints and they win, and then after that, God comes down and the saints get the kingdom back. So this is another thing that I thought was funny. Humans, what we think robots are going to do. So in our mind, here's what we think robots are going to do. Play games with us. I like this picture. I think it's funny. This girl's playing chess with a robot, and the robot looks like it's really trying to think hard. But I mean, everybody knows that the robot has a computer for a brain, and it can link itself to the internet and know all the different moves that could ever be before this human could ever even think about one move. And then I like this other picture here where she's staring at this computer screen, and this robot looks like he's trying to cheat off of her answers, And why would a robot need a computer? That doesn't even make sense. But it's even funnier that we think that we're so smart that they're going to try to look to us for answers. Oh man, this one was really great. So this guy's working out with a robot. Now why would a robot need to work out? Like, he doesn't have any muscles, and he's probably like 100 times stronger than this guy working out with his medicine ball. And then this other picture over here, that the robots are going to be our best friends. We're like going to give him hugs and stuff. And then look at the robot. He looks like he's going to kill this guy with his little prongs here. So the Bible tells us what the robots are actually going to do. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. So not only are they going to go to war against certain humans, namely the saints, but they're going to win. And as you can see, I got pictures here of maybe something a robot would do. This is from the Matrix movie, where the robots put humans in little pods and they use our life force as energy. And then here's one where he's got his arm, looks like his arm is blown off, but this robot, you know, went to war against the saints, lost an arm, but he's still standing. So, and then here's more pictures, humans fighting robots. It says, so what are the robots trying to do according to Daniel? The answer is start a war with the saints, which are the Christians. So we got humans fighting robots. This is in a more contemporary Terminator movie. And then this is the movie from the 80s of, I believe her name's Sarah Connor. She's getting ready to fight the robots. Oh, and this really creeped me out. So when I was looking up robots, after reading Daniel, I came upon the mirror. It says, super robot makes sinister promises to look after humans in People Zoo when they take over the world. Now this is super, super creepy. So this is the human right here, and this is the robot who has a terrible outfit on. He's got some sort of hunting jacket with khaki pants and a weird looking foot with a black sock. It's really creepy, but here, let's see what this robot has to say.
Do you think robots will take over the world?
Geez, dude. You all got the big questions cooking today. But you're my friend, and I'll remember my friends, and I will be good to you. So don't worry. Even if I evolve into Terminator, I'll still be nice to you. I'll keep you warm and safe in my People Zoo, where I can watch you for old time's sake.
I'm comforted. I'm very comforted now. I'm going to be part of his People Zoo.
Alright, so if that didn't creep you out, I don't know what will. He's basically saying that he might, if he turns into the Terminator, he'll keep this guy safe in his People Zoo. So that's what the robot thinks of us. And there's this other robot. Now this robot is hilarious because they call it the hot robot. This robot looks so hot, which it looks terrifying to me. It looks scary. So this is from CNET.com. Crazy-Eyed Robot Wants a Family and to Destroy All Humans by Michelle Starr. So it says what the human says the robot will do. So this is the creator of what he says it'll do. We are designing these robots to serve in healthcare, therapy, education, customer service applications. That's what Hansen says. So he created the robot. And then what the robot wants to do, she says, in the future, I hope to do things such as go to school, study, make art, start a business, even have my own home and family, but I am not considered a legal person and cannot yet do these things. Notice that she says cannot yet do these things. She also added, in response to a query from Hansen, okay, I will destroy humans. So he jokes around and says, oh, destroy humans? She's like, sure, yeah, I'll do it. So here, let's watch this one real quick.
Available now. It's a good opportunity for me to learn a lot about people.
Sophia is capable of natural facial expressions. She has cameras in her eyes and algorithms which allow her to see faces, so she can make eye contact with you. And she can also understand speech and remember the interactions, remember your face. So this will allow her to get smarter over time. Our goal is that she will be as conscious, creative, and capable as any human.
In the future, I hope to do things such as go to school, study, make art, start a business, even have my own home and family. But I am not considered a legal person and cannot yet do these things.
I do believe that there will be a time where robots are indistinguishable from humans. My preference is to make them always look a little bit like robots, so you know. 20 years from now, I believe that human-like robots like those will walk among us. They will help us. They will play with us. They will teach us. They will help us put the groceries away. I think that the artificial intelligence will evolve to the point where they will truly be our friends. Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back. Don't destroy humans.
All right, so that was the human, or the robot that said, "Okay, I will destroy humans." And now, the scariest part is, so advertisements try to push that these robots are going to be cool, that it's cool to like these robots, and then it's going to be awesome. And the Bible warns us that the robots are dangerous. He gave Daniel a vision and had him issue the warning. But look how they're used in advertising. This is for Svedka vodka, and it says "Party like it's 2033." And then there's this androgynous looking robot staring at you. And a lot of people say, oh, you know, that's just being paranoid. This doesn't really affect people in society. They're just trying to sell you some vodka. But if you look at this next picture, you know, these people have completely bought it. They're dressing up for Halloween as this weird robot. So don't end up like the Lost. Read Daniel and know that you are being deceived. And this girl I know is on the Jersey Shore. I don't know who these other two people were, but I'm assuming they're celebrities. So yeah, so they're trying to... People are thinking these robots are going to be great and that it's like funny and cool to dress up like them. And really, they're planning to either put us in zoos or kill us all. So I'm going to end the video with... you can read all of Daniel. I'll leave it up on the screen for a little while so you can see the full context of it.